Psychology says women communicate sexual desires in this surprising way. Most people assume women will say exactly what they want when it comes to intimacy. But psychology shows something radically different. Many women use subtle, even subconscious cues to express desire. In this video, we'll break down the 13 most surprising, and often unnoticed, ways women show they're interested. And trust me, the last one changes how you see almost every interaction you've had. If you're just finding us, we share daily dating tips for men. Leave a comment, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you're always first to watch. 1. She shares a harmless story with a very pointed detail. You're talking about weekend plans, and out of nowhere she says, "Ugh, I was so lazy Saturday. I just stayed in bed all morning in nothing but a tank top and shorts." Seems innocent, right? But psychology calls this covert sexual referencing. It's when someone brings up a neutral topic, like being tired or relaxing, but slips in an unexpected sensory detail. Usually something about how they looked, what they wore, or how their body felt. It's not just storytelling. It's her testing the waters. She's not making a move, not directly. She's planting a seed, creating a visual that sticks in your mind. Why? Because it lets her communicate two things at once. I'm comfortable enough to talk like this with you, and I'm aware of my sexual presence. Are you? This isn't about being provocative. It's about being seen. And if you catch that shift in tone or the sudden body language change after she says it, the pause, the smirk, the sideways glance, then trust me, that was no random anecdote. 2. She gets playful, not flirty. This one fools a lot of people. She teases you, challenges you, interrupts your story with something silly. Maybe she pokes fun at your music taste or acts mock offended when you say you've never seen her favorite movie. And it doesn't seem sexual at all, because it's not yet. But in psychology, this kind of playfulness is called pre-courtship behavior. It's how primates, and yes, humans, establish low-stakes physical and emotional safety. It's her way of saying, "Can I be myself around you? Will you push back if I push first? Are you strong enough to handle my energy without needing to control it?" See, flirting is obvious, but playfulness is deeper. It's the rehearsal before the performance. And the more she enjoys that playful tension, the little jabs, the mock arguments, the exaggerated eye rolls, the more likely it is she's testing how it feels to be emotionally naked around you. Because if you pass that test, the next kind of naked might not be far behind. 3. She starts making micro-excuses to get near you. Not grand gestures, not long phone calls, just these little openings. She finds a reason to show you something on her phone and leans in closer than she needs to. She brushes past you to grab a charger, even though there's another one across the room. She touches your arm while laughing, then doesn't really move away. Psychology refers to this as proxemic drift. It's the gradual, nonverbal reduction of physical distance to signal comfort. And yes, attraction. But here's the twist. This doesn't happen all at once. It happens in fractions. If she's drawn to you sexually, she'll often seek reasons to reduce that space, millimeter by millimeter. It's not about the touch itself, it's about your reaction to it. Does your body tense? Do you pull away? Do you lean in? Each micro movement gives her real-time feedback. It's a conversation, just not with words. She's not saying, "I want you." She's saying, "I want to feel how it feels to be closer to you, and maybe closer still." 4. She mirrors your risk level, but makes it feel like her idea. You crack a slightly bold joke, not dirty, just edgy. She laughs, then throws in one of her own, just a touch more provocative. You share an opinion that's a little unconventional, a little vulnerable. She nods, then opens up with something that feels even more raw. This is called escalation mirroring, and it's one of the clearest, yet quietest ways a woman signals her interest is growing beyond the surface level. Why? Because sexual attraction often follows emotional permission. She watches how far you're willing to go, not just in innuendo or physicality, but in vulnerability, in boldness, in defiance of polite, surface-level talk. And when she starts matching your tempo, then overtaking it, that's not an accident. That's her crafting her own path toward intimacy, while still giving you the impression that you're leading. It's one of the most elegant forms of control, and if you're paying attention, you'll realize the game flipped 3 moves ago. 5. She turns her curiosity into a controlled exposure. Here's where it gets really interesting. Let's say she asks a lot of questions about you. Not just what do you do, but what made you want to do that? Or what were you like in high school? Or do you believe in soulmates? She's fishing, but not blindly. This is what's known in psychological circles as a calibrated reveal. She's not just showing interest. She's setting the stage for you to show something deeper, while subtly revealing more about herself, one sliver at a time. And here's the kicker. The questions aren't really about the answers. They're about your tone when you answer, your micro-expressions, whether you soften, whether you guard. Then, as if on cue, she drops in a story about herself that seems random, but suddenly matches the emotional texture of what you just shared. This is emotional symmetry in action. She's drawing a map to intimacy, while giving herself the illusion of plausible deniability. It's not, let's talk about sex. It's, let's talk about who we are, so I can decide whether I want to talk about sex later. 6. She starts responding less, but in sharper doses. This one catches people off guard, especially if they thought things were heating up. You were texting a lot, talking often. Then, she pulls back a little. Not cold, not distant, but less frequent. And then, out of nowhere, she drops a voice note, with a low, playful tone, or sends a photo. Not risque, just suggestive. The lighting, the angle, the softness of it. This is called selective intensity. It's a psychological tactic that subconsciously mimics what's called an intermittent reward system, the same dynamic slot machines use. When she was texting you all the time, there was no suspense. Now, the gap creates tension. Her messages carry weight. Her voice sounds closer. That half smile in a selfie hits harder. She's no longer trying to earn your attention. She's controlling when she delivers hers. And often, this is the prelude to expressing sexual desire more directly. But it starts with a rhythm, a pulse, a withdrawal, followed by a reveal. She's letting you feel the silence before breaking it with something that feels unmistakably charged. 7. She plays with ambiguity on purpose. She says things that walk the line, and she knows they walk the line. You mention being tired and she smirks. Yeah, I can think of a few ways to help you relax, and then immediately changes the subject. Or you tell her about a stressful week, and she replies, I'd offer a massage, but I'm not sure you could handle my hands. And just like that, the moment passes. But here's the psychological move. She's using strategic ambiguity, on purpose. It's a social tool that flirts with possibility while maintaining deniability. Why? Because ambiguity protects ego. It allows her to signal desire while testing your reaction, without the vulnerability of a direct advance. If you respond awkwardly, she was just kidding. But if you match her energy, or lean in, you've both stepped through a doorway together. This is a language of what-ifs, spoken fluently by those who understand how attraction builds not in declarations, but in implications. 8. She asks for advice she doesn't really need. This one slips under most people's radar. She says, hey, what do you think of this outfit? But she already knows it looks good. Or, I'm trying to decide between these two nail colors. Thoughts? As if you're a fashion consultant. On the surface, it seems like a throwaway moment, but underneath it is a powerful psychological principle, self-objectification via selective audience. She's inviting you to notice her, not just her appearance, but her effort, and she's doing it in a way that allows her to gauge whether your gaze feels admiring, playful, or indifferent. She could have asked anyone, but she asked you. Why? Because she wants to see how you respond to her as a woman, not just as a person. And here's the kicker. The advice isn't what she wants. What she wants is your attention calibrated through attraction, subtle yet unmistakable. 9. She changes how she speaks around you. Rhythm, not just words. Listen closely next time you talk to her. Does her voice soften when the topic gets more personal? Does she pause more often, let her sentences linger in the air? Does her usual sharp delivery mellow into something smoother, slower, like a low simmer instead of a fast boil? That's not random. Psychologically, this is known as vocal modulation, and studies show people unconsciously shift their tone, pitch, and pacing when they're speaking to someone they find sexually appealing. But with women, it often shows up as tempo shifts. Why? Because slower speech subtly mimics intimacy. It makes the listener lean in. It increases the weight of each word. It mirrors the pace of private moments, where time feels thicker, more deliberate. If she goes from chatty and casual to slow and centered, especially when the conversation turns personal, she's not just talking. She's inviting you into a different emotional space. 10. She accidentally lets you see a more sensual version of her. Not in the obvious ways, not lingerie photos or flirtatious texts. It's the Instagram story where she's dancing alone in her kitchen, hair down, glass of wine, swaying just a little too slowly for someone who thinks no one's watching. It's the video she sends of her new tattoo, close up, soft lighting, a glimpse of skin just outside the frame. It's the way she didn't mean to FaceTime without makeup, but somehow looks effortlessly disarming. This is what's known in behavioral psychology as performative vulnerability. It's not staged, but it is selective. She's giving you a glimpse into how she feels when she's most embodied, most her. And that version? That's the one that often shows up in intimacy. By sharing it, she's signaling, this is the energy I carry when I'm alone. I don't show it to everyone, but I'm willing to show it to you. That's not a coincidence. That's a quiet declaration. 11. She becomes hyper-aware of the space between you. This one is about what she doesn't say and doesn't do. You're sitting beside each other. The conversation dips. There's a moment of stillness, but she doesn't move, doesn't check her phone, doesn't fill the silence. She just exists there, aware of the electricity, but saying nothing. What's happening in this moment is a phenomenon psychologists call liminal intimacy, the charged space between platonic and erotic. And for many women, the ability to tolerate that liminal space is a sign of comfort and desire. She's not rushing past the moment. She's marinating in it, testing whether you'll meet her in that slow burn or pull away in discomfort. The absence of words? That's the real message. And the longer she lets that space hang, especially if she holds eye contact or subtly shifts her posture, the louder her body is speaking. 12. She forgets to filter herself and lets her inner sensuality slip out. At first, everything's curated. Every laugh, every look, every phrase is polished. But as she relaxes around you, a shift happens. Her language becomes more unfiltered. The jokes get spicier. Her reactions more visceral. She lets out that deep belly laugh, or that low-throated hum of agreement. Her expressions become felt, not posed. Psychology calls this threshold disinhibition, the point where someone's internal state overrides their social mask. And in the context of attraction, this is huge. Why? Because desire isn't always expressed through intent. Sometimes it leaks through presence, through the body when the brain stops editing, when she stops performing politeness and starts performing pleasure, even in small ways. That's not random. That's a signal that says, I'm no longer trying to impress you. I'm letting you see the version of me that shows up when I feel free. And if you meet that version with safety and strength, I might show even more. 13. She starts referencing the future, with herself already in it. Here's where the subtle turns serious. She says, we should go there sometime, not, you should go. Or, next time I come over, you're cooking, instead of, that sounds good. It's a small shift, but psychologically, it's loaded. This is called projected intimacy framing, where a person inserts themselves into your future in casual, assumptive ways. And when women do this around someone they're sexually drawn to, it's often a subconscious signal that desire has crossed into deeper territory. It's not about locking you down. It's about mentally testing the dynamic of you and her outside the now. Would it feel sexy? Awkward? Natural? If she starts envisioning moments with you in a future that doesn't exist yet, that's not flirting. That's forecasting. And usually, desire doesn't go there unless it's already running deeper than she's letting on. So what does this all mean? It means that when a woman is attracted to you, truly attracted, not just physically but emotionally and psychologically, the signs are almost never loud. They're precise, controlled, layered. She's not dropping hints. She's painting a mosaic. Each moment, each movement, each phrase is a tile. And if you know how to read the pattern, the picture becomes obvious.